us a percentage of 7.99%. So how's it going? It's Rocky. For the year 2021, this is week number 42, where every Friday I release content on my experience trading the micro E-mini futures, specifically the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which is the MYM. What I'm showing here is the hourly chart where each candlestick represents a 1 hour candle. And this here is our trading week starting on Sunday, October 17th. And that's denoted by this red dotted line here. And I just wanted to show this previous trade here because for the week, I guess you could say we did 1.5 trade. In reality, it's 2 trades, but really it's 1.5, where we have this first trade here. And if you check out the link above, you can see that it was a short that we did take a mark-to-market loss the previous week, and we decided to hold on. And for this one trade here, we did eventually have a net profit of $691.64, and essentially that is after commissions and fees. And our second trade here was also a short with 8 contracts, and our net profit was $191.78 after commissions and fees. So if you look at this high level summary of week 42, you can see that Monday was really the first time that we made some money, and that's because we covered a short. And then I skipped Tuesday and Wednesday because I just didn't really see a setup, and as you know, I've been trading mostly at night during the Globex market. And then on Thursday, we gained another $191.78, which brought our running total and our end of the week total to $883.42. This is the account statement where I measure my success based on my cash balance. And this goes from October 17th, Sunday, to today, October 22, Friday. And the reason that I measure my success through the cash balance was because it was just easier for me to keep track. In the past, when I've traded both, stocks, options, and futures, it was really hard for me to measure how I was doing day by day. Because if you are holding some stocks, this balance really doesn't show your portfolio value, and it gets really tricky with unrealized gains and unrealized loss. My account here on Thinkorswim, I still am holding some stocks. Really, it's some stocks from back in the day when I traded stocks that I'm still holding a bag on, and I've really just left it there as a novelty, as a way to remind me to, hey, don't do day trading on stocks again. And lately, with futures, I've been really able to measure my success based on my ending cash balance, and I really just showed a statement for transparency and to show you my progress week per week. And on this description, you can see that we didn't deposit or withdraw anything. And based on our trade history, that's why I call it like a 1.5 trade. Really 2 trades, but more like 1.5, with closing this by covering a short on Monday, and then another one with 8 contracts where we shorted 8 contracts there. So our ending cash for the week is $11,935.70. And our starting cash was $11,052.28. And that's how we came up with our weekly total of $883.42 after commissions and fees. So it's a more decent cash results for the week. And for a 40-hour week, that would equate to $22.08. So that's gross hourly rate. And I do my taxes by paying quarterly taxes afterwards. And the stat that I actually enjoy more in measuring, I actually had a discussion with a family friend recently, and I was asked, how am I doing percentage wise? And really this, it's actually a lot better to look at it in a percentage point of view, so you're not psyching yourself so much if you're trying to aim for this dollar value. And for the week, with the $883.42 that we did gain, divided that by the cash that we started with, that gives us a percentage of 7.99%. So that's a pretty good percentage, and really what I'm aiming for is 10%. And people might think that is a very conservative goal, but trust me, it's actually quite a a lofty goal, and I'm not doing, it just shows that I'm doing more consistent growth as opposed to some that, you know, are aiming for those 100-200% gains, and that could also could also blow up your account a lot quicker. Instead of doing a trade analysis, I'm instead going to talk about the margin cost for Thinkorswim. If you check out the link above, I did do a content on this on how many contracts you can afford, but I wanted to update what the margin cost is, because sometimes that does fluctuate either due to volatility of the market, or maybe it's depending on the size that I have or the way I've been trading. I'm not quite sure. It's really more of the volatility. The numbers you see here are the margin cost for both a micro and for an E-mini. So where an E-mini is 10 times what a micro is. And the values here was, you know, from the last time that I did do this. And there's been a bit of an increase, so I wanted to update this chart. For the first one, the MYM, it used to be $990 for one contract. And I want to show you that now one contract for the MYM will cost you $1,237.50. So we'll update that value here. And since the YM is 10 times that, really it will cost you 10 times that amount when you're trading DYM. So a couple weeks ago, I thought I am now capable of trading the E-mini, but unfortunately with the increase in price, you know, I can really just afford a max of 9 contracts for MYM and no YM, and that's based off of my cash balance of $11,935.70. The other two here is the ES and the NASDAQ, and they are a lot more popular, and that's really what most people trade. But I do choose to do the Dow Jones because it's what matches with my style. So really my main suggestion is just trade something that you understand and you're quite good at and comfortable with. So for the ES, it used to be $1,210 for one micro, and now let's see what that costs. So for an MES, one contract will now cost you $1,581.25. So I'll 1,508, and since the ES is 10 times that amount, so you would just add a 0 to that amount, which is $15,812.50. So if I were to trade the MES, I could afford up to 9 contracts. Now the next one is the NASDAQ, which is the MNZ. For one contract of the MNZ, it'll cost you $2,337.50. So from $1,760, it's now $2,337.50. And since it's times 10, we'll add another 0 to that amount, and really, oops, a little too much 0. Really, to trade one E-mini of the NASDAQ, it would be $23,375. So if I were to trade, you know, I can only afford 5 of the MNQ. And based on these values, it's a little scary if you think about it. And that's why, you know, futures is a lot more volatile and you are required to put in more money on that. And of course, you can use other accounts where either commissions and fees are lower, or maybe even the margin per contract is a lot lower, which is fine. But I always say it's a double-edged sword, because it might be cheaper for you to trade, but you could also lose a lot more money or gain more money, depending if you like to look at the glass half full or half empty. But really, you know, I'm just trying to say risk management here is very important. And another way also, which a lot of the traders I watch online, they do use a funded account where they can use either $50,000 account or $150,000 account, where they pay a monthly fee to use that account. However, there's a lot of stipulations that gets attached to it, where you have to go through some training to prove yourselves to them, and then after a certain amount, they get to really keep 20% of what you're earning. Or that's just a general statement. Others could be a different split on that. And the biggest thing really is the monthly fee that you have to pay for it. So I wasn't really quite a fan of that, and that's why I'm going through the slow and painful way of just really growing my account, very organic. And I'm seeing now that, you know, when I screwed up and I lost 50% or more of my account, and I'm growing it slowly this past 13 weeks. So, you know, I've had green 13 weeks so far. I'm seeing more of a growth and really consistency, and it's giving me more confidence as opposed to in the past where I just put $25,000 account and lost almost all of it. But yeah, that's my content for the week. I hope I continue this success that I'm having towards the end of the year. I want to close the year pretty strong, and I do appreciate everyone who's been following my journey, the ups and downs, and I hope you enjoyed the content. Please do like and subscribe, and if you haven't learned anything new, please give me another chance, and hopefully on the next content you'll find something useful. All right, have a good one.